It is going to be amazing. And I'm not bragging, I'm just telling y'all. We got crack sauce, we got southpaw, we got OTR, everybody in the scene basically. And anybody who's curious to find out what we do when we do it. So I will be hosting it. Everybody gets their 5 minutes of fame. We will be interviewing audience members, sharing stories, all kinds of beautiful things going on. If we're lucky, the food truck will come on by, Cafe de Wheels. I'm hoping so. And it'll be a good time. So if you're curious to see what Cincinnati's conscience is oh so about, check me out this Wednesday, July 27th at the Drinkery. It's over on Main Street, easy to find. It's the storefront with the D signs hanging down. Drinkery. My guest in the booth with me is Drees. Hey, Drees. Let's talk a little bit about, we just played For My Girl.
Yeah.
One of many amazing tracks by Analog Panda that I've discovered. And we were kind of talking about a little bit before the break and during the break, the sound. And I personally am rediscovering punk music. As a kid, Devo, the Ramones, even Blondie really paved the way for me as far as an introduction to the punk scene. And I am rediscovering punk music, not only locally with bands like Vacation and Pop Empire and Sacred Spirit, but also with regional bands like Delay. Throwing an O to Troy over at Iris Cafe. He hit me to Delay, and I'm a fan. So
big shout out to Primary Colors, who was here a couple days ago too.
Wow.
From somewhere across the country. That was really amazing.
I would love to get turned on to Primary Colors.
I even bought a t-shirt. Yeah, it was on top of it.
Well, I feel like you are a great blend of what I'm discovering or rediscovering and what I've been doing for the past 5 years full time. That sound that Analog Panda creates. And you were kind of talking off air, a little bit about that sound and how you too felt a little bit of many influences.
Well, I mean, if we historically, punk is out of LA and also, I guess, the UK.
Okay.
Most of the bands now, I guess you would consider post-punk. Some people oh, they're not punk, but I mean, punk is freedom.
Yeah.
It's about being different sound, different conversation.
Yep.
Even if you can't understand anything that's being said at a punk show.
Right. And sometimes it is that very much.
Yeah, everybody's in the space yo, we're about being free.
I feel like nonverbal communication takes the stage. And what you're using those senses that sometimes we overuse, are being put to the back, but asking to chillax for a little bit.
Yeah, because actually all the talk is still talk at the end of the day.
It is.
And it's even a freedom in not being understood.
Yes.
So, it's all about getting free, man.
Yeah.
So when it comes to what I do, I go with what I feel.
Okay.
I mean,
I
love
that.
all music, man. I do covers of Johnny Cash to 9 Inch Nails. Then jump over to some a funk goddess, Betty Davis.
Yes.
I mean, I might do some Lightning Hopkins acoustically or sing an old Negro spiritual.
Yes, sir.
A cappella, any of those things that resonate, I'm going to go for it. And lately I've been doing a lot of research. I speak Spanish, but there are a couple songs, old classic standards in Spanish that I'm definitely going to have to do.
That sounds amazing.
So I'm just we're going everywhere with it, and somehow that's going to be rocked out. Or twisted up.
I love that you're a musical globe traveler, and that you aren't limited by a specific sound or experience, that you're very well-rounded in exposing yourself to various avenues, whether it be musically or, spiritually.
Right.
Again, it's that whole free thing. People don't understand what true freedom means for them.
Right. A lot of people now we got access digitally on the web and everything, so you can see a lot more. So that makes people automatically break out of a certain type of box.
Yes.
Well, before you really didn't have it. All you had was BET or MTV.
Right.
And you got to walk this way.
But you always had the library.
Yeah, you did. Who was going to that? But,
I was library when library wasn't cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's a couple black nerds in the hood.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of it.
Very much so. Talk nerdy to me.
Yeah. So it's all about doing your research and just being fearless with what you feel and saying, I like something. I don't know what it is. I got to figure out how to articulate that, and then just go for it.
Right on.
And
Right on.
you just might get people who feel you too.
Right. I want to throw on another track by you because it sort of speaks to me on this very subject.
Word.
I'm going to throw it on. We'll talk about it when we come back.
Okay.
I'm just going to let cats go into it, you know, get them turned on naturally, organically.
Word. Because I don't know what you're about to play. I'm scratching.
It's yours. You'll
yeah,
know.
I'm scratching my head. Okay.
I'm your host, Jay All Day. You're listening to Cincinnati's Conscience. It's the only place around where citizens are the stars by far. The only question I have for you is, Mr. I.E., are you turned on?
Oh, definitely. All the time. Never turned off.
I hope so.